Okay? But you can have other kinds of thought. Okay? And then that only is an example of saying that in our daily life we can always apply Buddha Dharma, okay, in our speech, in our deeds, in our thoughts. Okay? And that is what Master Xing Yun, okay, the founder of this temple, Master Xing Yun says, do good deeds, speak good words, think good thoughts. Okay? Is that easy?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's simple, but not easy.
Sometimes people ask, oh, the Buddha's teaching is so profound, and then it seems that it's very difficult to cultivate ourselves. Okay? But actually, if you don't think too much about the deeper meaning of the Buddha's teaching, okay? If you want to get very fast what Buddhism is, okay? You're just focusing on this first, okay? And then gradually, because of your practice, okay, gradually that would help you. When time conditions are mature, then it will be easier for you to understand the teaching of the sutra, Buddha.
That they're actually things, but we can't see them. We can't see the air, but we need the air, and thoughts are the same way.
Right.
Yeah, they're very real things.
Yes, sometimes you want to, what is it called? Yeah, you have to prove it. Okay, so before I come to the States, I spent most of my life in Asian countries. Okay? I stayed in Taiwan. I was born in Taiwan, and before I come to the States, I stayed in Hong Kong. And so what I'm familiar with is Asian culture. And then when I come to America, my cultural shock. I have cultural shock. Even though I speak English, but language is language. What shocked me is here. I found that when I do Dharma talk in Asian countries, it's so easy. You know, it's so easy. But when I do that in English, I found that my audience sometimes look at me, just like you look at me now. And then you make me feel that, no, that's not the way. That's not. So I have it's a challenge, I tell you the truth. It's a challenge that I have to take out the coat of my culture to immerse myself in this culture where you grow, okay? To be able to share my understanding of Dharma with you, and that really takes time. I try, and where am I now?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So right view. Okay. Right view will help us not suffer a severe spiritual upheaval during difficult times. So, for example, if you experience the disaster, okay, then I think it's very hard not to question our belief. So what happened? Right? But from the news report, we see that the Japanese people, they showed their a very special way of respond to this kind of disaster. And then I think you have read the news, right? And then I think sometimes we have to learn, right? Whether just using a scientific mind in facing our world, is that enough? Okay. Everything you have to, before you accept it, you always have a mind of requesting that, prove me. I see something, I want to see something substantial. Okay? But there are things in this world that it's intangible, it's invisible, okay? But it's there. So you want to ask me, do you believe that there is bodhisattvas everywhere? Do you think there are bodhisattvas in our room? Do you think that there is hungry ghost in this room? Crips. Do you believe? Maybe now you say that, no, I don't believe because I don't see that. Okay? And then maybe I will put you here, stay here all by yourself, lock you inside, no light, and then stay until tomorrow. And then when I open the door, I will ask you the question again. Do you believe that in this room, is there only you? Okay. So right understanding, okay, will help us to remain strong, okay, to maintain our beliefs, and then right understanding will help us to benefit the community. Okay, that it would be difficult for me to explain why right understanding will help us to benefit the community, but I will explain it later. Okay, so right view will help us see the three Dharma seals. Who can tell me what are the three Dharma seals?
Anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Put it in simple English, please.
Impermanence, suffering, and no self.
No? Okay. Everything is impermanent.
Everything is impermanent. Everything is unsatisfactory. And nothing has a permanent self.
Okay, and then one more.
The Buddha, the Sangha, the Dharma.
No, that's triple gem.
Nirvana.
I know, yeah,
What?
nirvana is right.
Suffering, nirvana, and no self.
No.
No.
Impermanence,
Oh,
no
sorry,
self,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
nirvana. That's a Buddhist temple.
Okay, we don't know.
I was giving you the
Okay,
Theravada version.
good.
What can I say?
I know you don't know, so I prepared. Okay, three Dharma seals. All sanskaras are impermanent. Sanskara means composite things. Things that combine, that is composed of different elements, composite things. Okay, that means everything. Okay. Okay, and then all dharmas do not have an independent self, and nirvana is perfect peace. Now go through that one by one. Okay, all sanskaras are impermanent. Life is impermanent. Okay, the world is impermanent. All the things that we see, all the phenomena we see in this world, impermanent. Dharmas means all the things, phenomena in the world. Okay, whether it has life or it doesn't have life, all the dharmas is impermanent. Okay, nothing in the world is unchanging. Okay, do you think you change?
Every second.
Yeah, every second. Good. All dharmas do not have an independent self. Okay? If you want to call a self, the definition of self is that you can control it. But can you control yourself?
Never.
Okay, never. That's too serious. Okay. Nothing arises or exists. Nothing arises or exists independently. So you depends on other elements to exist. Okay. And so impermanent. Okay. Because impermanent. So therefore Self or no self? No self. Okay. So may I ask, do you think you are impermanent?
Yes.
Yes. So can I say that there is always, what's your name?
Mark.
Mark. So can I say there is a Mark in the world?
There's
Mark
several.
you.
There's several.
No, I don't mean I don't mean several other people named Mark. I say you. Okay. Is there Mark in the world?
Yes.
But that mark is changing every second.
That's right. But
So
there's a concept there that is not changing.
I'm not talking about concept. Is there a mark in this world?
No.
Yeah, they are giving you hint there.
I
Okay.
can never catch on to that either. When I took philosophy in school, it's like saying, is there a flower on the table? No, there is no flower on the table. I don't know what the philosophy guy was that talked about that, but it's
It
not there.
ultimately it's the teaching of impermanence is teaching us not to attach to that self.
So you eliminate your self because you're gonna die? You're not permanent?
It-
No, I think the thing is that the teaching was that there is not self, not no self, but not self. So that in the seeing there was not self, and in the hearing there was not self, in the tasting there was not self, and so on through the sense doors there was not self. But the Buddha didn't quite address no self as a non-existent